Hey Phil. Afternoon. Hey Phil. I'm Johns. My biggest single win, my biggest single trade actually happened live on stream back in February, and I entered the position. It moved as it was moving up, and it moved up into a halt. It volatility halt for 30 minutes, and then gapped up 25%. So I took profit right there, and that was $67,000 in one trade. I had my bank holiday. It was Friday. Hey Prince, how you doing? That's okay. Well, you can always rejoin again, Philip, when you get off the tube. It was insane, absolutely insane. Um, it was. I was happy with it. Of course, I was. I didn't expect it. I didn't mind. I didn't mind the halt up. I wasn't worried about the halt up because the momentum was with me and the move into the halt. But I didn't expect it to gap up 25%. Quite frankly, how often does a volatility halt last for 30 minutes? That was one thing. And then to gap up 25%, normally these things, they might gap up, what, a couple of percent, 2, 3, 5% at the most. But 25%, that was just, it was mental. And I looked at it. It was one of those things. As it resumed after 30 minutes, I looked at it and that can't be right. It was like $70,000+ in the green. So I thought, okay, push the button, take profit. Push the button, take the profit, and quick sell. And yeah, it was really, really good. About, well, it was 15 or 20,000 shares at the time. Hey Farhan, good long weekend. Of course, Liverpool in the FA Cup final. Happy with that. So yeah, I'm in good. I'm in good in a good position. We're starting today with $17,500 equity. So it's still considered a small account, simply because it would, if I was trading in the US, I'd be based in the US, I would be still subject to the PDT rule. But I'm not trading in the US. I'm trading with an offshore broker, and I'm based in Ireland, so I'm not subject to the PDT rule, so I can trade a small account. Not a lot moving at the moment. Just so you're aware, I've had a look at the. Well, you can see on the screen there that there's not much moving at all at the moment. So very, very low volume, very low volatility at the moment. So I'm expecting something to change in probably about the next 30 minutes. But it is Easter weekend, so you never know. Volatility is our friends, Prince. That really is what you want. We want volatility, but we also want volume as well. Volatility alone is not good enough. So zoom in a little bit, guys. We'll see. good as I'm gonna get. Good as I'm gonna get. But there you go. Which stock am I trading right now? I'm not trading anything right now. There's nothing moving. Let's have a look at Casa Systems, which has just popped up. If it's, we're starting to get things now. Q1 earnings. Now this could be interesting. So Casa Systems, I'll just pull this up onto the screen so you can all see it. So Casa Systems awarded a multi-year contract from Verizon to provide 5G core network functions. That's why this is gapping. Let's have a quick look at size float. They are at 31 million float. That's not too bad. Put this on the daily as well. Well, this has been selling off for quite some time. Okay, we're halfway there, so relative high volume. Okay, so Casa Systems is the first one to look. 526. Late on that one because I think I've loaded the wrong desktop. I don't think my hotkeys are loaded properly on this one. What software do I use? I use Daytrading Pro. Daytrading Pro. Oh, it's direct access software. I ate plenty, didn't drink so much. I've been off the booze for quite a while. That's why I've lost a bit of weight. So I've not been drinking for quite some time now. I don't mind that. Resistance at this 550. What range? Morning, NASA. Don't know about Nile. I've not seen that on the scanners yet. At a smaller cap stock. That's probably why I've not seen it. Okay, guys, we've got a whole bunch of people in the chat. Just as you come into the stream, just give the screen 10 taps. It helps with the algorithm, the engagement. It just encourages the algorithm to push the stream out to more people. So just Let's just try that. 10 taps each. We should have a couple hundred likes by now. Yeah, I'll check NDVL for you shortly. Fine. Oh, we're going to get a little bull flag break out there, but it didn't quite break through. Didn't quite follow through. I'll have a look. Remind me when I finish this trade, pillowcase, and I'll have a look. I have to actively manage the trades whilst it's pre-market. I can't set stops pre-market; they don't work. So I'm just trading CASA. So CASA, CASA Systems. They've just been awarded a contract with Verizon, multi-million-dollar contract. So that's why this is gapping up slightly. %32 up on the day. Already got over 1 million shares traded. Average volume is normally 181,000, so 1 million shares traded already in the last few minutes is good relative volume. This is the top gapper already this morning. All is $900. I'll round that up to $1,000. Mum go. We want to see a 1,000. So we tap that 550 again. Do this above 550. If we can break 550, that's going to be good. Just looking at key support resistance levels after 550. $575. Yeah, so about half and whole dollars looking for here. You need a better broker. Who are you with, Josh? You need a better broker. That's why. That's another reason why brokers like eToro and the likes, and they only carry a subset. Anyone that's advertising CFDs, they carry a subset of the particular UK brokers because they tend to hold the FTSE as a premium rather than the US markets. So. Yeah, who's your broker, Josh? Average cost is $5.31. I want over $5.50. I want to get at least 20 cents on this. Oh, let's break it this time. You want to? Stop tapping that 550 level. You know you want to get over it. Stop flirting. Yeah, Interactive's a good broker. I recommend Interact. I've never had any problems with them, and you can use Dash Trader with them as well. And you have to pay for it through Dash, but that's okay. If you're making money, that's okay. We're going to break it. Bit of volume. We're just not quite got the volume to break it. Far off. It's flat top here for me. Lovely little flat top. Usually break upwards with the ascending wedge. They have a tendency. There we go. And we should get some volume follow through now. Up. A little bit of profit. Capital.com. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about them. I've not heard good things about them. So let's do now. Hold up 550. Stop now is 543. Average cost is 543. So if it drops, we've got a 10 cent buffer now. It's our break even because we've already just taken some profit. So, and it's early, you know, 220 bucks early doors is a decent base hit. And that's what it's about. It's not about swinging for the fences every single time. Get out there. Okay, so 170 bucks. Good start. Happy days. That was the first candle to make a new low, so I'll now wait for the next candle to make a new high. Nice penny stocks to buy right now. I think the very nature of that question answers itself. Penny stocks, if you're looking to trade, that's one thing. To actually buy and hold, penny stocks are not great to do that. There's a reason that they're penny stocks. Well, it depends. I was with Interactive, and they were charging me per share. So, as I say, flat rate. Watch this bounce on the VWAP at 530. I have this one is 545. It's the only gapper really. The only gapper above $3. I'll have a look at the stocks in just a second. 5 cent move. Okay. It's half dollar range is proving difficult to overcome at the moment. How much leverage do I use? It's not so much how much do I use as how much does my broker afford me. So my broker affords me 6 times. I get a 6x leverage with this broker. It depends which broker I'm with. If I'm using Interactive, I only get 4x. But with this broker, I get 6x, which tends to be why I try. One of the reasons why I tried them a little more actively with this broker. Do I use it all? Occasionally. It's very rare that I'm all in, unless I've got a really small account and I have to be really aggressive to grow it. Like last week, I had started Monday with kind of 4,200, so I had to be aggressive with the account. This is now, volume's died out. This is now consolidating sideways, so I want to get out of this now. Not sure if you can get options on this one, Prem. I'll have to check that for you. Just gotta get out of it. I'll keep it. 270 is a good start for the day. Moving sideways now, so I want to see it above 550 instead of support. It's looking a bit weak. What else have we got? Nothing. So FRI's moved its last low volume though. It's just popped up a little bit. Low volume, so I'm not trading that one. Spider market's slightly down. Peru. Asset on the watch list. And DVL, well remembered, Pillowcase. I'll look for you. Okay, so yeah, this is 282 at the moment. Let's just zoom out. Oh well, it's up on the day. It's looking good on the day. It's a slightly low price stock, but it's a decent price in terms of if you want to day trade it. Right now, we've got this little bit of a bull flag formation on the hourly, which could be of interest. So if you look for the next candle to make a new high on the hourly, which is next time it's over $3, 302 is the where it's at, but got half an hour to get over 303, and that could be a good entry on the hourly. Yeah, okay. It's not looking too bad actually. Okay. On the daily, it's not a very strong chart, but last week it's been very volatile. So you could get a good. I mean, it ran up on Thursday from 140 all the way up to 260. It's gapping up now, and we've already had a range of kind of 260 to already had about an 80-cent range. So yeah, I think there's potential for this as a day trade today, if you like the low cap stocks. Hold it. I'd watch the patterns. If you want to trade it, I would say. I mean, let's look at the different time frames. 15-minute time frame. Yeah, it's kind of good entry would have been around 278. This pullback here. That would have been a good entry. Now we're really looking at the next candle to make a new high. Which is over $3. Or if that gets back, next time it gets back over $3, it could be worth a hold. That's not financial advice, pillowcase. As you know, I'm not a financial advisor, and if you lose money, don't sue me. Okay. Oh, what else is moving? Nothing. BFM's moving up slightly. Let's have a look at that one. That's around a couple of weeks now. Low volume. It's pretty much sold off from highs of a couple of weeks ago. And down at 377. Veru's still kept most of its gains. Oh, it's still, over $13 right now. Amber Energy. So this is Camber Energy. It's up on the day. Kind of 12% up on the day. So if you look at the daily chart, it's way off the highs of kind of $2, but well, I say $2. It was back up close to $5 end of last year, but it's had a couple of decent days. But then again, the energy sector as a whole had a bit of a pop towards the end of last week, and this popped up with the energy sector at the beginning of March. Am I likely to trade this? Let's look at it on the 5-minute. Probably not. Range it's a very small range. So if you're trading it from a swing trade point of view, is there a catalyst? That's the question I would ask. Have a look for you here as it happens. I'll just this is to be fair, this is a stock that I traded last year, and people were telling me it's going to the moon, and I'm like, no, it's not. But occasionally it will pop up and have a bit of a moment in the sunshine again, but it's not a great stock, if I'm really honest. It's just one of those popular stocks on social media. There you go. I agree with that one. Camber Energy is going nowhere fast, so best of. I would say that's probably what I've been saying for about 6 months. Let's have a look at key data. 10% short float, that's not a squeeze play. Got the whole Reddit, you're obsessed with short squeezes, that's never going to squeeze. No, we're talking 360 million float, 10%, it's not going to squeeze. So Canberra Energy, it's having a good day at the moment. It needs to get above and stay above the VWAP, above $1 for me to be to consider it as a reasonable swing trade at least. But right now, there's no day trade there, that's for sure. There's no intraday trade. Asa, explain what do you need? Don't touch Veru today, Josh. It's selling off today. It's still strong, but Veru, I'll have a look at Veru, the chart right now, on the 15-minute chart. See, 1565 is the high from Thursday after hours, and it's now 1378, so it's almost $2 down on that. It's not looked like having any bullish momentum since Thursday, so I will be very careful. I'll get rid of this line. It's something I traded last time. It looks like it topped out there at kind of 1750, whatever it was, at 1750, and I traded that one all the way up. That was lovely. I think it's topped out at 1750. It needs a period of cooling off, a bit of consolidation, so I expect that to be today. It may come back again tomorrow, but I would say right now, if you're going to go with Veru, I would say going short would probably be a better option than going long right now. That's my own opinion. It's not financial advice. Eating the healthy way. I can stick around. I'll help you. I'll help you learn. It's not confusing at all, mate. So, it's like anything. If you don't understand it before you actually understand it, it's confusing. But it's not as confusing as you think it is. It's actually quite simple. I'll say quite simple. It's relatively simple, and that's why a lot of people come on this stream. They want to learn about the market. They want to learn how to trade, and that's what I'm doing. And if you want to go all in, there's a course in my link tree that you can go for. I've just added some more content to it. Had a whole swing trade section over the weekend. And I'm constantly making it a more comprehensive course for people that want to learn how to trade the market. Casa puts value. I don't offer stock picks. I don't offer signals. For the very reason I'm not a financial advisor, and I would hate for you to lose money based on my hunch. So the best thing I can say to you is learn to trade. That way you can actually get the information from something like a Bazinga or a Finviz, and you can make do your own due diligence and make your own decisions based on your own due diligence. And that's the best way to do it. You can pay for Discords, you can pay for private servers that are offering signals and stock picks and get in, get out. And guess what? You're going to lose money because nobody knows. You can have a hunch and you can say, okay, well, what should I put it at? And Casa will gap up. If I look at Casa right now, I guess the question shouldn't be what price puts do you want. The question is it going to hold its gains? I'm not too sure. It's popped up. It looks quite weak now. That's why I got out, and it looks like it's selling off. It might come back. If it does, then you could be in hot water with the puts. I'm not convinced though, based on the last few candles and the volume within those last few candles. It looks like they're taking profit there, so it's not looking the strongest right now. Is Casa. So when the market opens, this could be back down at 4 again. No, it popped up from 390. It could be back down at 4. 450. And where's your options gone? You know, the volatility, because you can't buy the options pre-market like you can buy the stocks pre-market. You know, it's only open hours is the options trading. You're welcome, Eating Healthy Way. So right now, Casa is looking probably the best stock for a day trade, above $3. I've got my scanners filtered to filter out the really low penny stocks that are kind of under $3. I don't trade anything under $3 if I can't help it. There's a number of reasons for that, but yeah, I mean, we've got this sell-off here, and I expected this to make a bit of a higher pump from next candle to make a new high here. I expected it to make a bit of a bigger pump and get over the VWAP at least. But I wanted. This is not looking very strong to me right now. It needs to be over the VWAP for me to trade this again. And you can get in on those. So we got in there pretty much as it was announced, and that's the beauty of having the scanners. So the whole point of having these scanners and paying Bazinga, you know, 150 bucks, 150 euros a month, 170 odd dollars or whatever it is for that reason. So I've made $270 on Casa this morning alone, and that Benzinga has paid for itself plus 100 bucks. So happy days. And it does that every day for me. It tells me. So someone asking me about puts and options prices and things, but if you're looking for stock signals, just rather than subscribing into a Discord, learn how to do your technical analysis, learn how to do your charting, subscribe into something like Benzinga, and you get to see all the news breaking in real time, the reaction to that news in terms of the scanners, and you can take your own position. You don't have to wait for someone to call it out that's already in there trying to pump it in their own Discord. Oh, it's not a very active morning just yet. But look, it's green already. That's a good start. I mean, think about it. $200 a day, 5 days a week on average. That's $1,000 a week. 4 weeks in a month, that's $4,000 a month. 12 months of the year, you're looking at $50,000. The guts of $50,000 a year just by trading $200, gaining $200 per trading day on average. So $50,000 a year is the average household income in the United States of America. And I've done that, what's that, 15 minutes work? Think about it. The day's not started yet, so we've still got almost an hour till we've got 50 minutes to the open yet. I mean, Casa's worth watching. It's not strong enough right now, but if it gets over the VWAP, then it'll be worth taking notice of. It's currently 526. It needs to get over the VWAP and hold it as support. So over 530. Stay above 530. It's a quiet Monday morning at the moment. Not seeing a lot of volume, but to be fair, we didn't see a lot of volume on Thursday either. Well, we had a good day on Thursday. It was a good day. Oh, I would watch $14 for Veru, Josh. Veru gets back up towards $14 and back above 4. It's currently $13.84. If it gets above $14, then retest the VWAP as a support and then moves on. It could be worth. It may go on a bit of a run today, but it needs to break $14 and get above the VWAP again. Let's have a look at the wider markets. Oh, the S&P slightly down. Let's have a look at it on the 60 minutes. So the S&P is down. So the dotted line here is the Thursday's closing price. So the S&P is down fractionally about 0.2%. The Nasdaq down 3%. A little bit more. It's just trying to make a move back. Russell index, that's also down. It's under 2.2%. But they're all exhibiting similar patterns. They've been selling off and trying to make a comeback. It's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Veru. That's Veru. You can see it's still on a daily. It still looks quite strong. So we've had this original move up. I'll get rid of this. This original move up and the consolidation. It sold off. A lot of people got trapped in that sell-off, but it held most of its gains. This would have been a good swing trade candidate. Then we had a further move up and then consolidation. It was just consolidating sideways on Thursday. So I think got this level here, which is kind of 1350s, which is what was the support level on Thursday. If it breaks below 1350s, it's looking weak. If it stays above it, gets above 14, we could see another run. Had a longer period of consolidation, so we had this pullback here. It was what, a day and a half, what, half a day. This is consolidated for 2 days now. No reason why, if it does go on a run, it can't break $20, but it needs to get positive on the day. So it needs to get above $14 and be above $14 at the bell, and then it may go on a bit of a run. If it gets above $15, then I probably will be trading it. Does anybody want to look at? Is there anything anybody wants me to comment on or look at? Crypto, shall we have a look at the crypto market? Got any coins on the crypto space you want me to look at? Yeah, I can have a look at Nile for you. You mentioned that earlier. Okay, so there's volume today, which is that's a good start. It's up 22% on the day, so that's looking interesting. Look at it from a kind of 60-minute chart. It's looking strong on an intraday basis. Looking strong. So it's already been up at 73 cents. It's currently 67, but it closed at 55 on Thursday. So it ran up to 70 something. I have this one. 73. Ran up just over 73. Yeah, what's the catalyst on this one? Let's have a look. Waiting for it to load. Okay, so here's your catalyst for Nile. Nile Holdings shares are trading higher after the company reported FY21 sales results up from last year. So positive financial returns. Significant revenue surge. So that's why it's up. Let's have a look at the key data. Oh, it's 83 million floats, 11% shorted. Not bad. I was going to get shorts. So yeah, that could be worth a look for the patterns. Watch for the patterns and the breakouts. Josh, look for clean entries. Right now, if you look at it on the 5 minute, it's pulling back below the VWAP, but you got this. That's the 8 o'clock scrum there. So you've got this. Let's look at it on the 50. Got a potential bit of a bull flag set up there on the 15 minute. On the 1 minute, it's a bit choppy. So what I would say with this one is you probably get, if you watch for the patterns on the higher time frames, you probably get a bit more accuracy. And the lower time frames, it is still very choppy, and it might just fake you out a few times. Oh, and that tends to be the case with lower price stocks as well. The lower time frames are not as reliable for that very reason. What site am I using? I'm not using a site here. This is Daytrading Pro. This is my trading software that I use, and this down here is Benzinga. So this is the site that I'm using for the key data. My scanners and my key data is Benzinga. My charting, and I'm also using TradingView. So this one is TradingView. For the charting. So you want to have a look at this? Can. So I'm using Daytrader for my executions, my trading, and some of my charting. For my more in-depth charting, I'm using TradingView. For my scanners, it's Benzinga. I hope that answers your question, D. That depends on your. Most people, say most. A lot of people won't include the wicks. They'll only include the bodies. However, I think the wicks are personally. I think the wicks are important, Josh. But it depends on your preference. It really depends on your preference. So the next candle. So for example, if you look at your flag pattern, the wicks are important, because then if you're looking at a bull flag, for example, a pullback on the bull flag, the next candle to make a new high, you're getting in as it makes the high, and it may pull back, or it may continue on. So the high is the high of the wick, not the high of the body. So for flag breakouts, I would include the wicks. For trend patterns, for trend lines, not so much. But certainly for flag breakouts, I would include the wicks. No problem at all, D. I think the last time I looked, I was in the red on my Bitcoin. Yeah. Bitcoin's down. Ethereum's down. Right. Cardano's back under 90 cents in the red on Cardano. XRP's down. Even Shiba's are down. I mean, and Shiba Inu, one of the meme stocks, it listed on Robinhood last week, and everybody thought that was going to be the catalyst it needed to moon. And it's down. It's down quite a bit today, 4%. Actually, down more than as much as Cardano. I'm a bit disillusioned with Cardano, if I'm being completely honest. Been expecting it to make gains for quite some time. So we're getting some of the oil stocks, energy stocks popping up again. Stream Petroleum. We'll see again. I did this lots of times over the past year. Okay, that's interesting. OCGN, smallest cap stock, but it's rising on this one is what I've traded a number of times over the last while. But you can see here that OCGN is rising on commercialization rights for COVID vaccine, Covaxin, in Mexico. I've also just issued a Form 8. This is quite heavily shorted, so this has got 25% short. This is one of the ones that I would expect the Reddit Wall Street Bets Reddit crowd to be on top of because of the high short interest. So this is OCGN. Consolidated, if you look at it on the daily, on the hourly, it's consolidating sideways for quite some time. On the daily, not looking at this. One little transaction up at 160 is just ruining the entire chart. Yeah, so for CGN, will be interesting. That COVID commercialization, that COVID vaccine commercialization license could be interesting. Okay, so CAS is trying to test 550. I want to see it break 550 and stay above it this time. And that could be interesting. Absolutely, Mark Millwood. 100%. I tried trading Forex, and there's a number of reasons why. It's I wouldn't say it's easier, but it's more predictable to trade stocks than Forex. And there are more people profitable trading stocks than there are people profitable trading Forex. The stats of day trading, if you're talking about putting money into the stock market, i.e. stocks, then 85% of people lose money long term. It is a risky game. But if you include other instruments, which includes Forex, for example, that number of over 95% of people that trade Forex lose money, Mark. So it's not just me that finds it easier to trade stocks. I mean, my own personal preference. It's not just me that finds it easier to trade stocks. The market as a whole finds it easier to trade stocks than Forex. Forex is a lot riskier simply because you have to take huge leverage to avail of the small, the incremental moves with Forex. You get a Forex pair, and if you know what you're doing and you've got a good strategy, you actually you end up trading a range. But most people are not good enough to trade a range, or they don't have a strategy to trade the range, or they get greedy. And because of taking such big leverage, you end up losing a lot of money. High of day so far is 62. Is that one quite a no problem, Mark. I think the thing is with forex versus, you get a lot of volume in forex, but it's the volatility isn't huge in the same way you get with stocks. So it's not uncommon every week. It's not uncommon to get at least one stock that moves 100 to 150%. And if you are able to capture, let's say, half of that move, let's say it moves 100%, and you can capture half of that move, it's moved 50%. If you're trading on four times leverage, you could, in effect, you potentially make 200% on your equity or on your position. Trading stocks. Now with forex, it's not uncommon to be taking kind of 300 or 300x10x So to take advantage of the changes, the changes between a pair, you might get 5-10%, something like that, on a volatile day. You're not going to get 100, 150, 200%, or in some cases 700%, like I did with Neurosense earlier in the year. Already discussed CIE. Luke, you're a little bit late to the party. You should have come earlier. We analysed CIE earlier. One of those that I traded last year, and there's still a hell of a lot of bag holders with CIE, up around the kind of $3 and $4 last year. It's never going to get back up there. It never is. You might have a good day where it gets over $1, or maybe $1.20. It almost got to $2 a couple of months ago with the rest of the energy stocks, but CIE is going nowhere. Is it earnings week this week? Sure. April. Not sure about that. Earnings weeks. Who's got earnings this week? Phyllis? Who's got earnings this week? I know there are earnings, but I didn't think it was a big week this week. Let me just have a look at the calendar. Got DGLY, Digital Ally, Norwood, Bank of America, Up Health. I wouldn't say that's a huge week. There's some decent companies in there that've got earnings this week. Lakeland Industries. That brings back memories. I don't think Tesla's earnings are going to make much difference. Everybody loves Tesla. Veru's having a bit of a pop. Wow. Veru is looking strong. This comes back and tests the VWAP, comes back, tests 14 as support. This could go on a run today. We've got half an hour before the bell. Veru's looking good. Up at 1420s. And Casa's just broke out as well. So Casa just broke out new highs. I'm spoiled for choice here now. It's that I don't know why I just bought that. Silly of me. I bought. See if we can test $6. Morning, Michael. Don't get married to a particular stock, Josh. Don't ever do that because it will bite you on the ass. As soon as you No, Luke, I don't. I really don't. I mean, it might have a good day, but the range is small. If you're looking for a swing trade, take a few thousand shares of CIE and you look for a swing trade. I don't think it's going to move that much. Historically, over the last few months, it's flattered to deceive. I just don't think CIE is going anywhere. Even when it moved up, it didn't move up at the levels. When it moved up with the rest of the energy stocks, it didn't move up with the levels that the rest of the energy stocks did. So, do I think that their earnings is going to make a difference? Probably not. I think everybody that's holding bags with CIE and my own personal opinion, it's not financial advice, like I say. But with CIE, I think those that are holding bags at the kind of $3 and $4 levels want it to go up because it's got a reasonable short interest. You've got the whole Wall Street bets crowds trying to pump it, and like they did with AMC and BlackBerry and the likes. And do you know what? It probably won't see the north side of $2 again for a long, long time. I was talking about CIE there, Michael. But in terms of what Josh was talking about, he was on about Veru. So, yeah, potentially could have a nice little bull flag set up here on the 1 minute. But so 98 is not too bad because you're not far off that right now. But I wouldn't hold it long term, because it probably go down to kind of 50 cents again, and when it gets up above, set your stops. When it gets up above kind of 110, 120, start taking profits, and then set stops at break even. Once it gets above there, take some profits and don't trade it if it falls back below $1. That's what I would do with that one. I want to see this up at $6. Don't tease me. I wanted you up at $6. You got up to almost $5.90 then. So the Veru's trying to do exactly what it said. So we got above the VWAP, came back, it's testing it as support, and now it's looking to move up. So $14 was what I called out there, Phil or Josh. $14 I called on Veru. It's $13.99. So if it starts to move up now, it could look strong for the run into the bell. We've got 25 minutes to the bell. Wondering what that snoring is? It's not me, it's the dog. It's the price you pay for having a chow chow. ATA still is moving, yeah. Quick look at ATA for you whilst I'm still in this trade. Down on the day, low volume, it's 2.5% down, but it's held most of its gains from last week, so it's not looking too bad. Might pop later. We'll see. A couple of points down on the day, so it's kind of flat, consolidating at the moment. Really isn't a lot gapping up at the moment. Most of the movement is in stocks that are moving up after having sold off and that are currently in the red. So that's where the majority of the momentum is. Stocks trying to turn around. She's not dying, she's sleeping. Although sometimes I think she can't even, she mustn't be able to breathe, and that's where the noise is coming from. But I didn't get the follow through on that little bull flag, but here you go. Here it comes. Yes, you do. But you can look at the kind of lower time frame. If you're trading a higher time frame, let's say you're trading a 15-minute time frame, you might want to look at the 5-minute for more accurate entries. But it's the 15-minute time frame that you're trading the pattern. You look for the breakout at certain levels, but you might want use a lower time frame for just for that kind of microscopic look at the entries and the exits. But yeah, the patterns, if you're looking at a pattern on a 5-minute time frame, that's what you trade it on. I'm not trading forex. This is what pair you're asking. This is stocks. This is equities. I'm currently in ASA Systems. Possibly Michael. Could be right there, Michael. It's not looking the strongest, if I've got to be honest. Just trading it more out of necessity right now. Consolidating above that 560, between 560 and 580. This level now. 5-day 586. They wanted that to go up to 6, but yes, I've heard about it. I've heard about Doshi, yeah. But $3/4 levels proving a bit tricky. Got 15 minutes to the bell. Yeah, I heard about that, Rich, which is why we're trading. It's why it's gapping up. It's not so much bought a huge stake, but it's the contracts that it's got with it, and the cash injection. That's why it's gapping up right now. Multi-year contract with announced a multi-year contract with Verizon to provide a 5G core network, and as a result, Verizon will also make an investment of $40 million into CASA, resulting in a 10% ownership stake. That's the new catalyst. That's great, Rich. Varu could be. I'm watching Varu. It's 1409, and it's looking like it could have another strong day today. Well, you can always get back in. Just look. Don't just jump back in though. Look for the patterns. a bit of a bottom here that I don't like the look of. Look for the pattern. Look for the pattern entry. Going to get back into to Peru, Rich. Coulda, woulda, coulda, Rich. Always the same. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. If it's looking strong, you take profits, but hold, just leave a piece in there. Set up on the 5 minute. 78. Laptop. Setting up. Peru, I think it needs to stay above 14. The VWAP's just right underneath it, so it's not got the volume that it had last week, which is what was worrying me about that. Being completely honest, needs more volume, and that might come at the bell. ATA's down at 537. There's no range on it at the minute, but very low volume and no range. Oh, that's 78 cents yet. My average cost is 5.75 on Kata. But it's just ranging around that $0.75 level. It needs to break 5.70. We're getting resistance at 5.78. I want to see it up to 5.78 on 3-4 occasions now. Feeling it? Well, we'll see. I mean, it's a good catalyst. The market doesn't always react the way you expect it to any catalyst. So that's why you don't trade the news. Trade the price action, but you trade the rumor. But you don't. You buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what they say. But there's got to be a buyer for every seller. Zero-sum market. like crypto. And that's the problem with crypto, is that it doesn't have to be a zero-sum market. $5.78 again. Come on this time. Not playing ball with me right now. I don't mind. When it breaks, it's going to break with volume, I reckon. Enough. Yeah, I like crypto. I don't day trade it the whole. It just doesn't. Where you've got the volume, which is in the more stable coins, the bigger. All the longs made bankrupt. You think crypto's going to go down today? It's going to crash. It's just not following through, so I just take the profit. You know, 440 on the day so far, so it's slow and steady, slow and steady. Wait for it to break highs. Let's have a look at Veru, because it's down on the day, but it's starting to trade in and around the VWAP, which is interesting too. Nothing else really worth trading right now. Gas is just. Which market is this? Nasdaq. This is the nice. So I get Nasdaq. I get NYSE. All of those. So the Dow, whatever. Oh no, the crypto market is definitely going up. I'm very bullish on crypto. So we've got 6 minutes to the bell. Oh, a little bit wary of trading Casa this close to the bell. Profit takers. Veru's not hot right now. Could change. Okay, I have 590 now. Yeah, we're going through quite a big correction phase now with crypto. It's consolidating quite some time. I said a couple of months ago, even on this very stream, a couple of months ago, that it needs to get above 45 and hold. I thought we'd actually done that a couple of weeks ago when it got up to 48, but it pulled back and it's now below 40 again. So it's ranging between, you know, around that 40,000 level Bitcoin, and the rest of all the altcoins kind of follow suit. You have exceptions to that rule. I thought Shiba might pump when it went on Robinhood last week, but it didn't. There you go. I don't tell, I don't do Tishnagi, I don't do stock picks or signals, simply because nobody knows, and I don't want you, and I'm trading intraday, so these are volatile stocks, this low cap stocks. Trading intraday, I'm looking for quick gains. Well, that's why I don't give stocks and signals, and why I say don't follow me blindly, don't try to trade what I'm trading, because if you try to trade what I'm trading, the stream has a latency of about 3 to 5 seconds, depending on whether you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok or Twitter. So there's a latency there. So don't follow me blindly, because the likelihood is I've already got out of a position as you're getting in. So which indicator do I use? The one that I'm using at the moment is the VWAP, the volume weighted average price. It's an intraday trend indicator. Vishnagi, if you want to learn how to pick stocks to trade, I mean, I use Benzinga, but if you want to learn how to do it, then check out the link in my link tree. I'll teach you, and I will personally teach you how to do it. I'll personally teach you how to find the stocks, and I'll personally teach you how to trade them. So, key area here, $6. Psychological level, quarter, half, whole dollar levels, and whole dollar levels in particular, they're double zero, but always very psychological. So right now it's 597, so I wouldn't touch this. 599 is the high day, so I wouldn't touch this before it, unless it gets over $6 now. Six is coming. Just broke 6. I want to see it above 6. I want to next pullback. I want to be able to get in on the next pullback. See it test 6 as a support. Actually got rejected at 6, but try again. I think investing in anything Russian at the moment is a bad idea, unless you're shorting it, because sanctions, if it's Russian, nobody's buying it, with the exception of oil and gas, and that's out of necessity. But the prices of any Russian stocks right now, until the Ukraine situation's sorted out, it's going to be risky to buy any Russian stocks. So we've got a minute to go before the bell. So this high, 604. How many have we got in the chat? Come on, guys! I've got 73 people in the chat. Everybody, give the screen 10 taps. Let's get this chat pushed out to over 100 people. Let's get out the algorithm pushing this chat out as the. There we go. There's the bell. First pullback. Break of 620. Okay, so we're in Casa. Expected a bit of a pullback. Pull through this. Hey Shando, welcome back. Late to the party today. Index funds, great for long term. A big advocate of just investing in the market and holding long term. You just put it in there and forget about it till you're ready to retire, ready to take profits. It's over 640, 650. $30. Break that opening high. Break that opening high. It's currently 634. 635 is what we're looking for. Not getting the volatility or the volume coming through that I expected, I've got to be honest. I thought there would be more from this. This might run a bit quicker than it is doing. It's 34 we're looking for. 35. Go. That's what we were after. Alt up is 676, so we've got quite a way to go before that happens. So buy 10,000 there. Back up again at 630s. Beru's just made strong move up to the upside above 14. It's kind of 14. It's above 14 now. It's above 14.25. That's it could go on a bit of a run. It's right now. It's starting to bore me. Volume. Oh, I've not changed the scanners. Let's change the scanners. Giving this 10 cents. Yeah, there's nothing hit the scanners yet either, so. Get out there. 640. Get back some profits. Looking weak. Might turn around. It does. Get back in, but looking. 620 is the handle to make a new high. Then, oh, no. What broker am I using? I'm using Capital Markets, CMEG. Well, I have my stop in place, Dave. You know, I was giving it 10 cents, and I just moved up and I gave it 5 cents instead. So we've lost 5 cents on that trade. Not a big deal. Still $600 up to on the day, which is 600 a day. That's a 6-figure income if you extrapolate that across the year. Scanners am I using? I'm using Benzinga. This is Benzinga here. These are Benzinga. I've just updated to the regular session. It was on pre-market, but just updated to the regular session. So that's Benzinga. Now looking a bit weak. This one. Oh, we're going to get a little bit of a bull flag there, but baked out. Comfortable at all. Watch it on the 5-minute time frame. 25 cents. 6.25. That's where you need. That's correct. Tishnegi, absolutely. You're spelling it correct. What I'll do is I'll show you guys. So, look. This is my face. Okay? If you click on my face, go into my profile, that is, swipe left or do whatever it is, go into my profile, and you click on this TikTok trader, you click on that link, and it opens up to my link tree. Okay, so my link tree here, you've got the first one. So I'm talking about Benzinga, so we'll go to Benzinga first. So this is Benzinga. So Benzinga, you can get your free trial, 14 days free, and this gives you the scanners. So these are the scanners. It gives you alerts, it gives you news, it gives you signals, it gives you calendars in terms of IPOs, earnings, all that kind of stuff, all at your fingertips. You've seen what I've been looking at, where I'm getting the information, where I'm getting the data. That's Benzinga. Okay, the first link, and you all really need to go and sign up for this. If you want to learn how to trade, you click on the first link. I will personally teach you how to trade. Now, I've just added some more content to this as of today, so the syllabus is becoming more comprehensive. The syllabus, we've got a couple of sections. The first section is introduction to trading. You can actually go onto my YouTube channel and watch this first lesson for free. It's an hour-long lecture. Okay. Then you've got risk management, stock selection, so it includes what I'm looking for, why I'm picking a particular stock, that kind of thing. Understanding charts or technical analysis, if you will, charting, triggers, windows, that kind of thing. Then the intraday chart patterns that I use, strategies that I use, so all the strategies that I use intraday. Then we talk about Benzinga, and I actually do a tutorial on how to use Benzinga. So that's stock scanning. Now, you don't have to use Benzinga. You can use other ones, Finviz, Yahoo Finance. There's a whole bunch of different scanners that you can use, trade ideas. Then it gets into a bit more technical aspects of it. Then trading as a business, the business plan, advanced technical indicators, and an introduction to options. I'm going to do another section on options a little bit in about a week or so. Probably next weekend, I'll probably upload another section on options. And I've just loaded this section today, so now you can actually learn how to swing trade. So if you're at the desk, if you're not at the desk to be able to trade and you've got a 9 to 5 and you want to just put a trade on in the morning and you want to come back at lunchtime, or put a trade on at lunchtime, come back in the evening, that kind of thing, swing trading might be the right thing for you. Or you want to do it over a couple of days. It's not as fast paced, but I've got swing trading there, and then there's a whole bunch of reading material, and all for the very simple price of 119 bucks plus tax. So in this case, 144 bucks. That's about 130 euros. It's about 120 pounds. And if you're wondering, am I profitable? Well, I've actually got my TraderView logs here in terms of the statistics, and I've actually got my broker reports here for November, December, and January. I will be putting February, March, and April up when we end April. So that shows that I'm profitable. So you want to learn? That's how you learn. You go into my profile and you go to Linktree, the first one. Second one, to find the stocks. The journal I just mentioned, TraderView. This is where I log all of my trades. This is how I analyze my trades for where I can actually improve, etc., etc. Anybody that's asking what is it I'm trading on, what's the software? The software that I'm trading on is Daytrading Pro. That's this one here. It's called Daytrading Pro. Now, some brokers will give it, they will provide it to you. Very few will provide it to you by default. Most brokers have their own proprietary software, which is not a direct access software, but some will allow you to use Daytrader. Interactive Brokers, Capital Markets, TD Ameritrade, all of these brokers will work with Daytrader. Daytrader, along with the likes of Sterling Trader and TC2000 and Lightspeed, are some of the best direct access software platforms available to the market. And I would recommend that you do go down the route of using a direct access software platform. Okay, what else? That's about it. You can check out the rest of the links in the bio. So I've got a couple of prop firm, well, one prop firm. You can have a funded account, either crypto or stocks there. So check out the links in the bio. That's what I would say. Okay, that out of the way. Thoughts on growing the child labour market? You think you invest? I invest often in the child labour market, Weinstein. The reason I invest often is I buy Nikes. I've got a collection of Air Jordans and the likes. So I'm already invested in the child labour market, unfortunately. Thanks, Tishney. No problem. Absolutely. In Disney, Nike, Adidas, how many other sweatshops do you want to? They're all doing they're all doing that. You know. Is it a one-off payment? Well, it is, unless you want to stick around. So you get access to the full course. You get access to all the material within that first month. But if you don't want to stick around, you just cancel it. It's simple as that. It's a subscription, because we have included with that, we have the private Discord, private Facebook group as well, private Discord. That I'm building a community there that we can all work together and help each other in terms of trading. So becoming financially literate is not something they teach you in school, unfortunately, and they should do. They should do. So I'm going to be adding more to the syllabus in terms of value investing, in terms of crypto, in terms of options trading as well. But right now, it's I've got the extensive day trading course there, but I've also got a swing trading course in there as well. That's sold off. We got out at the right time. What else do we have? Look at SPY's looking good. Nasdaq not so much. Peru's sold off. Eta never got started. Asus trying to make a comeback. I'll take a starter for 10. That bounce. Hands back above the V. I'll add to it. Crypto will get back to booms. It's cyclical. We're in a consolidation period right now. With the stock market is going through the same thing. So we're just going through. It's cyclical. We have what's known as a ranging market, which is sideways. You have your bear markets, your bull markets, and your range markets. And right now we had a 2-3 year bull market. Crypto last year was just mental. So it's cyclical. We will get bull market again. It's just going to take time. Just in for 1,000 shares. I took it for the break of 6, and then it flushed back down. So I'm just holding this on the $0.75 level. We got this resistance level on the $0.75 level, but pre-market, and it's now. I want to see it held as support. So you can see here. Let's move this up here. Line so you can actually see. So the $0.75 level acted as the 75-cent level, $0.75. It acted as resistance pre-market, so it's just gone up there and pulled back, and now it's acting as support. So I want to see it move up now and retest the and test the VWAP. The VWAP is the volume weighted average price here. It's currently at 588. So I don't think we're done with CASA. look at just on the scanners. Moving nicely. MDVL, if you're watching it, check it out. That's moving up nicely. I'll have a look at why in just a moment. See if we get this bounce at let's follow through here. Let's get out. Break the VWAP here. And a couple of MDVL, HNRG is also popping up. I've not looked at the chart yet or the catalysts on either of those, but scanners are saying that okay. Look at 1,000 shares in there. I just added and took profit as it pulled back. Well, my current cost is $5.98. Holding this small position at the moment. We're currently just shy of $1,000 to the good at the moment. 965 is our profit. Locked in. This breaks back below $6. I'll cut it. Oh, that's nice, a nice pop. What's the 656 is the halt. Into the position there. A little bit of profit, so 2,500 shares now. $75 is the halt level, the halt up level. I see it. I'll have a better look at MDVL in a minute once I'm finished with this trade. Did call it out. It's got great volume, huge volume, 26 million shares traded. So I don't know what the catalyst is, but it's looking very, very strong in terms of volume. And we go where the volume and volatility. It's clearly got the volatility because it's up 20-odd%, 28, 29%. Get out of this at 6:30. Oh, got it. Right, must have stopped me out. That's okay. Don't mind that. That's the case. 14.50 on the day. I'll have a look at these MDVL now. Let's have a look at the chart. Have a look at the catalyst first. Whilst I'm... Here's the chart. It's back below the VWAP, so just be careful on that one. Medvale. The whole Medvale Holdings. Again, Monday morning with stock adding 20% pre-market. MDVL short-term technical score. It's not news. Consumer defensive stocks moving up. No real catalyst today. Medvale. I'd just be wary of that. If there is no catalyst, then just be wary of it. I'm not saying don't trade it, I'm just saying just be wary. Servco. Forge is getting the scanners right now. There you go. Low volume though. Not trading that. Serve. No, not trading that. So, find this pullback. So we've got on the 5-minute time frame, we've got this huge extension. A little bit of pullback's not too bad. If we get a nice flag set up, it'd be great because then we could. What's the 75? It's a good 75-cent move on that extension. So let's watch the pullback. Money, absolutely. Oh, it's not died off. It's still here. It's just. I mean, it's still over $3. It's still 23% up on the day. MDVL. That's a good move. No, it is. Absolutely. I looked at it just because of the volatility, but there's no volume there, so it's not a trade right now. PMZ. Next candle to make a new high is 640. That dog. I hope you can you guys hear that snoring? That was a bit of a fake out. We've got the bull flag here on the 1 minute, which is why we'll look for confirmation on the 5. But next candle to make a new high was here, and it's not done that. So we might get the follow through yet, but it's not looking like it is. So I'm just going to wait for the I'll wait for the 5-minute setup. 650 to 650 49. So we're looking for high of day now. The relative volume on Forge is very poor. That's why I said it's not enough volume to change it. EXW. Okay. Games and esports. Rich, what am I looking at here? Check it out. Nothing there. Yeah, the kind of the quarter dollar level that he found as a resistance as it opened at the open of the market is now being acted on as support. So the quarter dollar is respecting those psychological levels, the quarter, half, and whole dollar levels. It's really respecting them. So it's got resistance at the half dollar. It's getting support at the quarter dollar. It had support at $6. It had support at $0.75. So it's respecting those. That's the power of just zoom out here so you can actually see this a little bit better. So this went up to kind of the quarter dollar level, 625. Yeah, it went above it, but I mean, it went to that 625 level and was rejected. There was no candles formed above it before it then rejected. Went back down to kind of 575, $0.75 level. $6 obviously important levels, quarter dollar level, 650 important level. So that quarter, half, and whole dollar levels are showing to be very important with this particular stock. So I have this 43, so 44 or above. Plus residential support. Okay. There you go. That's just tapped and then was rejected at 650. New high of day, 650. 651, I think. 650. Didn't quite make 651. In a 25-cent range here. We're not getting huge volume follow through. That's the worry about that. What time are we on? Oh, we've got a little bit of time yet. Feels like we've been at this for longer than half an hour. Market's only been open 35 minutes. I always have a stop loss, but whether I have a physical stop loss or whether I have a mental stop loss, but I always have a stop loss PMZ. I always have a stop loss before I take a position. I always have a max loss in mind. So I might say I'll give this 10 cents or I'll give it 15 cents on the share or whatever it is. I might say, okay, well, in this particular case, if I took a position right here, right now, I'd say, okay, 610 or whatever it is. I might. A good way of doing it as well is if you're in an upwards trend, the low of the previous candle is a good way of having a tight stop loss, depending on how volatile that previous candle is. So in this particular situation, the low of this candle will be 617. So as this starts to move up, let's say this breaks 625, I might take a position and I'll take a 7-cent stop. And serve, yeah, I looked at this a little bit earlier. So that's moving up. This is on the 1 minute, but let's go bring it out to the hourly. You can see this and zoom out so we can see. Over the last couple of days, so the black bits of the day and the grey bits is out of market sessions. The last couple of days we've had a couple of reasonable sessions where we had the move up and then consolidation. Consolidated pre-market, then it moved up, and it's consolidated pre-market. It's moved up on Thursday quite well. It's consolidated pre-market, and now it's moving up. So it's looking quite strong. I would expect that this one, it's not a stock pick, it's not a signal or anything like that, but I would expect that Encircol could get over kind of 330 today, maybe even 335. Continues the way it's going. SoFi. Oh, I've not heard that name for a while. Is that still doing the rounds on Reddit? But it's down on the day. This is the 1 minute chart. We've got 2% down. This is the 60-minute chart. Let's look at the daily, what it's looking like. So you can see here, this is why I said it is that still doing the rounds. This is a very weak daily chart. We had this move down here. This would have been a good time to get in down here. The move back up, kind of a recovery situation, but then it's just sold off. It got to kind of $24, $25 and sold off, and it's never looked back. So on the 60-minute, yeah, it's looking very weak. Zoom out so you can actually see that better. It's looking weak today as well. So I hope you're not holding bags with SoFi. It's now at the level that it's so sold off that I wouldn't even be comfortable shorting this SoFi, because how red can it get is the question. I mean, we've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the last 10 candles are red. So will it continue to set? I mean, if we're getting to kind of 13, 14 red candles in a row, 10 red candles in a row, you might look for a bounce and then maybe a continued sell-off. If you look at it, this one here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 of the 10 candles were red, and then we got the bounce, and then it sold off. So just be wary about SoFi. It's not looking very good at all. Jasper's gapping up, low volume. Let's see if that's got a catalyst. Jasper Therapeutics. Volume might come in if it's got a catalyst. All right, changes to beneficial ownership. That's not. No. That's from last month. The one last week. No, so I'm not seeing anything for Jasper. Why that's. Right. I have that 633. 634. At 634. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart here. Bull flag on the 5-minute. This is the first candle to make a new high. That's what I'm looking for here. Back up. It's up now. Stop at 650. Given that where the resistance was previously. Of course, I'm going to be showing my wins, James. I think what you mean is I show my losses as well as my wins. Yeah, there we go. Nice little pop. So I'm just going to hold this at 650. And we might get that resistance at 675. It's because we're getting every 25 cents. We're getting that psychological support and resistance. Just going to have a quick look on Trading View for this one. Regards to historicals. Okay, so not seeing it. So we've got resistance here at 675 historically. So back from November last year. $671, $685 November last year. So that $0.75 level was August, September, October. We were at this level. Right. Bio break. Got my stop in place. So back in a second. Nice. What's the low of this candle here? So that's 650. Stop up to 660. Break $7, I'll add to the position. Just taking it easy today. Islam, that's understandable. If you've just stumbled across the stream, it might appear like double Dutch, but I assure you there is some sense in this. So I've got a hard stop at 660. If this pulls back below 660, I'll get stopped out. I'm not too worried about that. 61. Right now our average buy-in is 638, so we're getting at least 20 cents on the share for this. What am I doing exactly? I'm trading stocks on the stock market, trading equities. So I'm currently I've got 2,500 shares of a stock called Casa. It's a company called Casa Systems. The reason that the share price is moving up on this is that it's getting an investment. There's been a 10% stake been acquired by Verizon, and Verizon are partnering with this company for rollout of 5G in the USA. So that's why this is moving up. It's on news of a business catalyst, if you will, positive business catalyst. So figured we'd get some resistance at 675. There we go. So we got stopped out at 660. So we're $2,000 up on the day, which is, by any stretch of the imagination, is a good day so far. I was up until I just got stopped out. So we're now $2,000 to the good. It's the only one I've traded today. It's the only one that's been worth trading today so far. I'm being completely honest. Medivale's looking good though. Medivale is who said it was finished earlier. It's coming back. It had its little sell-off. So if you look at this on a 5 minute, it's on the 1 minute here. So if you look at this on the 1 minute, it looks choppy and nasty. And this is why you look at multiple time frames. If you look at it on the 5 minute, you can see it's much easier. We had this on the 5 minute. You had this move up. This is your flagpole, and then you have the consolidation pullback, and the next candle to make a new high, which would have been this one, break of at 315. This one went up to 315. You enter at 315, and you put the stop on the low of the previous candle, which would have been 296. I would, why not put it at $3? Give it 15 cents, and then you can roll that up, and it's already been up to 325. So if you'd have spotted that bull flag, because that's what the pattern is, you spot that bull flag on the 5 minute and trade it, you would have been quids in by now. You'd have been up. You're still in this. If you take 5,000 shares, let's say take 1,000 shares on this at 320s or 315. So you're a little over $3,000, and you made 10 cents. You made over $100 already on that one trade, just by watching the 5 minute time frame as well as the 1 minute time frame. Because go back to the one, it's so choppy and nasty. Where's the entry point? Where'd you get in? I mean, there's a nice little bull flag there for getting in. You can ride that up, but otherwise you get this sell-off and it's scary. So sometimes it's better to just zoom out and you get a nice clean setup, a lovely clean setup on that bull flag on the 5 minute. So sometimes just look at the higher time frame. Excellent, El Puno. You're up 32% on MDVL. That is 100% a good thing. So I'm glad to hear that, and I hope it's everything that you're learning from me that you're putting into practice that's getting you these gains, buddy. Buying in here. Again, this was a 1 minute bull flag. Had the move up, then the pull back. First candle to make a new high, and low of this candle. So I'll just zoom in so you can actually see it. Low of this candle is my stop, or 653. I'm in this at 662, so I'm giving it 10 cents. Give 10 cents on all of this. I want this to put past that 675 now. We're getting the resistance. So we went up and went up to 77 there, 77, 76. So yeah, we should get up to 75. Some off at 10 cents. Then stop in for break even on the rest. $62. Right. Well, that's just put my stop in it, break even on the rest. So I've just made a couple of $100 on that quick trade, and now we're watching the rest. About $250, I think. What did I? 70? Yeah, so $250 Base hits. You don't want to swing for the fences. If you swing for the fences, you end up striking out very often. So just 250 bucks here, 250 bucks there. 4 of those, it's $1,000. Or you know it. Already 2,000 bucks up on the day. So what are we on here? 10:23. Okay, we've got half an hour left. Just remember, I can teach you all this. Check out the course in the link tree. What platform am I using? I'm using Daytrading Pro. What's my strategy? Do I just do breakouts? But primarily pattern breakouts, yeah. So I use other strategies as well, but the majority of the time it's pattern breakouts project. So on this one, for example, on this one, I got in for this bull flag breakout, if you will. So we had this pullback. I got stopped out here because I was already in the position from way down here. I got stopped out here. But then we got first candle to make a new high was here. So based on this pullback, consolidation pullback, and we moved up. I took some profits here, and I've already set my stop at the entry for break even. So I took 5,000 shares at the break of this high. It's moved all the way up, and I took profits there and set my stop down here. So right now my stop is 662 because that's my average cost. I'm going to move it up to 665 just in case I get a bit of slippage. So this is a worst case scenario. This is a profitable trade. I made 250 bucks on the first part because it was 5,000 shares. Took half off. I've still got half in there. So a 10-cent move with 5,000 shares is 2,500 shares is 250 bucks. Hey Deepers. Rich, why don't I trade after 11? I sometimes do. So on Wednesday and Thursday last week, I came back for Power Hour. Wednesday was horrible, and that's where I made my gains, was in Power Hour last week. Thursday was fantastic for me because I came back on Thursday and I was like 400 in the red off the morning session, and then we made all our gains in the afternoon. So for Power Hour, yes, it is. Well done. 5,000 shares at $5 a pop is, well, actually it's 30,000 because 5,000 shares at $6 a pop. It's currently 675. So it's 25,000. Yeah. But it's not costing me that much because I do have 6 times leverage. So you could go in. So for example, if I've 5,000 shares, if I've got a $10,000 account, I could easily I'll have $60,000 worth of buying power. Right now, the market value of this is 16,000. I've got 2,500 shares. So this is $16,500 market value. Realistically, for me to hold this position, it cost me less than $3,000 to hold this position right now, if I factor in the 6 times leverage. Well, you can, Rich. You can. You just have to use an offshore broker. You just have to change your broker. So you get on with it. So because you're in Canada, if you trade with a Canadian, if you're trading with a Canadian broker, then you're subject to that kind of legislation, and leverage is, you can get leverage, but it's restricted. And I think it's similar similar situation to the US, where you have to have a minimum account level for leverage and to be able to day trade with leverage. But use an offshore broker. I mean, capital markets are based in the Caribbean, so you use them, and they'll give you 6 times leverage, 4 or 5 times leverage, depending on what your starting equity is. It's going to stop me out at 660. There you go, 665. Let's just stop me out. So I'm currently nearly 2,300 up on the day. Not a bad day's work for an hour. Tried both project. What made me trade stocks instead of forex? Strategy, basically. Risk. So one of the big things you need to do is manage your risk. And forex, it's a lot more difficult to manage risk than it is with stocks, simply because of the high leverage. You have to take huge leverage to trade forex, and I don't like that. And also with stocks, you get the equities, you get the volatility, you get the volume, you get the big moves you can take advantage of, and you get the pattern breakouts that you can take advantage of. And because you get the volume with it, they become more reliable. Whereas with forex, very difficult to trade forex profitably. The same way, it's very difficult to trade the indexes profitably as well. You have to take huge margins, huge leverage to avail of the small moves. And if you're taking huge leverage, you're actually risking, you're being a lot more risky, because it could move against you in the opposite direction. Exactly, leverage is a double-ended sword, 100%, and that's what I'm just saying about forex. So trading stocks, at least I can set tight stop levels. I can have tight risk versus reward ratios on my entry and exit points. And granted, I don't even have to take if I'm looking for a 20-cent move, I can take profit at 10 cents. That's not still ride it up to the 20 cents and it gets there, but I can still take profit at the 10 cents, and that's the beauty of trading stocks. That one ruined it for the bull flag there, so that I'm starting to trade sideways a little bit now. I have day bar there. Not overly impressed with the volume that's in there right now, so let's see what else is moving. Oh, that doesn't look very good. Not looking too bad. Not got the volume though. That's the problem with Forge. Lacking volume. Yeah, relative volume is the wrong way. It normally does 2.2 million. It's only at 800k, so that's not looking good for Forge. Yeah, I'm happy with my $2,000 today so far. Could have gone bigger, but it was Monday and I didn't want to dig a hole on the week. I do use level 2. Who says I don't use level 2? I do use level 2. I've got level 2 on my montage. I just don't show it because, well, there's nowhere I can show it, let's face it. But also, it's live data that I have to pay for, and if I start showing it on my live streams, I could get into trouble for that. And on top of that, my account information is just above my level 2. So, a number of reasons why my level 2 is covered up on the YouTube and Twitch streams. But I do use level 2. Level 2 can be manipulated, so I don't use level 2 for my entries and exits, but I do use level 2 for confirmation, support, and resistance. So if I'm reaching a key support level and I see that there's a buyer in level 2, I'll have no problems buying a dip there, for example. Whereas the other way around, if I see there's a heavy seller in level 2 with orders placed at a key resistance level, and I'm looking for the breakout at that resistance level, I'll wait for the breakout above that and look for the confirmation with the volume. I do use level 2. I use the level 2 and I use the tape as well, because the way I use the tape is the speed that the tape runs as we're coming up to a breakout level. Is if the tape starts to move really quickly, it's an indicator that there's volume coming in. So if it's moving upwards and the tape's running really quickly, I feel more comfortable taking a position for the breakout. So pillowcase, I do use level 2 and I use the tape as well. It's just not on the stream because you've got the trading window, you've got the scanners, and you've got my ugly mug, and of course in the middle you've got my P&L. So there's not a lot on that TikTok screen. There's not a lot I can actually put in there in terms of if you want to see more, check out the YouTube or Twitch streams, because you can see more on those than you can on the TikTok stream. Okay. I don't think we're done with Casa yet. Wait for a higher day breakout or a flag setup. Casa. This last flag wasn't great because we had these two either side that baked out. Getting 685 now, showing where the resistance is. That 685 level is what we had resistance back in November, Andy, not again in October. It was bought back in August. Well, 685, getting over $7 is going to be crucial. Get over $7. The next clear resistance after that is the $0.50, $7.50. So just looking at the daily chart over the last year. Yeah, $7.50. If we get over $7, we should make $7.50. Well, next key level is $7 on Casa. Peru's trying to make an upwards move. See that above 14 before I'll trade it. Oh. Oh. I do have a Discord. We look at Neo. What platform am I currently trading on? This platform is DAS Trader Pro. Still hold. Did you buy at the top end on Veru? I hope not. I'll have a look at Neo. I don't think it's doing much today, but I can have a look for you. Yeah, it's 1890s, 1888, 1890 is where it is. It's about 4% down on the day, Neo, and the volume's not great. This is the 1 minute. I'll have a look at the 60. You can see it's down from last week. It was sold off on Thursday. It's been selling off since then. Let me have a look at the daily. It's all over the place, this one. I like Neo as a company long term, but it's been so battered at the moment. It's since its highs up here of kind of 55, 56. Will it come back? Well, it needs to get out of China in terms of its market, in my opinion. But I'm bullish on the whole EV space, the EV sector, particularly with the price of oil and gas moving up. So EVs are going to be really the future of transport, and NIO is seen to be one of the premier players in that space. So should be one of the premier players in the space. Got a gap here between kind of 27 and 26, and nature pulls a gap. So if it gets above 25, I can see it filling that gap big time. But it's kind of just under $19 at the minute. So it's not looking very strong right now, but I'm bullish on the sector. Not so much on NIO right now, but I'm bullish on the sector. How much do I make a day? It depends on the day. Some days I'll lose a lot of money. Some days I will make a lot of money. The most I've made on a single day is $102,000 in one day. The most I've lost on a single day is about $35,000. ECO, I'll have a look at that for you. ECO's not looking great. What you want to look at that for? What's range? Not much volume. Nothing happening there. Right, okay. No problem. My bad. Missed the entry here, so back in here on, so we should have entered here at 660, which is pretty much where we entered last time. So we've missed the entry there now, and I think I'm done with this one now since the volume's dried up. But 660 would have been a decent entry for the flag breakout, and getting this support bounce at the $half level. Next candle to make a new high would have been there, so it would have been worth a punt. Maybe take 20 cents, 15-20 cents on that one. Yeah, the volume's drying up. Well, 100% PMZ. That's what I'm a little worried about. We've got a little bit of a volume increase there because of the this flag breakout, but here we go. Now the volume's increasing. Can we get over the high of day? Even so, this volume's not huge in comparison to what it was kind of 9:45, 10 o'clock market time. So choppy now, so a little reluctant to trade it unless it breaks, unless it gives me some clean setups. I'm a little bit more reluctant to trade it because the volume is drying up. So I'm looking for either something else to come along or for this to give me a clean setup. Right now, these are not exactly clean setups. Where did I find Kassar? Guy from KY, guy from Kentucky. Benzinga. Benzinga scanners. You see them in front of you. But we got in Qassar from the minute it popped up. Benzinga showed us the momentum in terms of the price action. I was able to drill down in terms of finding what the catalyst was, what the news event was causing the price action, and then entered at the first decent opportunity to do so. So yeah, Benzinga. I go back to this here. Oh, that's my face. And Benzinga. You go to my link tree. The second one down, that's Benzinga. That basically gives you all these scanners here that you can see in the middle. These scanners you can see in the middle here. That's Benzinga. That's only part of what Benzinga does, by the way. But Benzinga, you get Squawk Box, you can get a trading room, you get education, you can get the alerts, the news, all of. I swear by it. Every single day, it pays for itself. And once again, if you want to learn the strategies that I'm using, then the first one is my course. It's me personally teaching you how I trade the markets profitably, and this is the actual course. If you go through it, it's Day Trade with Tony. I am Tony, in case you're wondering who the hell Tony is. That's me, and it costs $150. You can learn how to day trade. You can learn how to swing trade. There's a lot of, really good material for you to learn how to trade the markets. It's going to cost you $140 a month. That's it. You can get access to the content in the first month. If you finish with it, just cancel. If you're not happy, I'll give you your money back. Just as simple as that. There's a money back guarantee on that as well. So if you want to learn, it's worthwhile. But what I would say is essential tools for trading. Benzinga, absolutely, or any other stock scanner stroke screener that you can use to find stocks that are moving and that have reasons to move. I swear by TraderView, which is the journal I use to analyze my trades and the statistics around my trading, so that if I have a poor day, I can look into it and find out why and make changes accordingly. TradingView is a charting tool. It's free. You can even paper trade for free in TradingView. I use that because Dash Trader, which is the platform I'm trading in, the charting, it only gives you kind of 6 months of data, maybe a year at best, but about 6 months of data in terms of the charting. So I go to TradingView for longer term information on the stocks. And Dash Trader, which is this one here, that's the software that I'm trading on. So this is my tools of the trade, as it were. So check out the link tree, check out all of those. Happy to answer questions if you've got any questions about any of it. Okay, so now CAS is broke down. Had that consolidation, and now we're kind of above 650. Now it's broke below it, so that's that really is my cue to wind up the stream. So I'll stay till for another 15 minutes. All the views. Yeah, TradingView is great. I mean, I'm not saying that CAS is dead yet, but it needs a little something. I think a lot of people like me were getting bored of trading it, so they've taken the profits. If they wrote it up, They've probably made quite a few profits, a bit like myself. So 2,200 is a good day. It's not the 5,000 daily goal that I set myself, but it's halfway there. ATER is huge volume. Green on the day as well now. So eight is making a move. It's 5% up on the day. Huge volume. No significant moves apart from this one here, but where'd you get in? There's no real entry for this. Chop, sideways chop. Maybe looking at this, there's no real clean entries here. We're going to move up here if you're watching it. Pull back, rejection at the VWAP, so you wouldn't then take the position here with the VWAP so close, and you wouldn't ride that up. So maybe you pull back and look for the bounce on the VWAP. I'm not sure. Maybe this area here. This is very choppy, so be careful, guys. I'm not seeing any real clean kind of pattern entries on this ride up. That's not to say there won't be any setups materialize, but right now it's so very choppy, it's difficult to find a good clean entry. Finviz and market screener. So Finviz, I use Benzinga. I just everything's at my fingertips. I still do. Yeah, Trade Ideas is another one you pay for. Trade Ideas is a direct competition to Benzinga. It's a bit more expensive, but it's also a good. If you know how to use it, it's also a good scanner. And there are some brokers that will allow you to buy Trade Ideas as part of their platform and tack it on as an additional subscription with the data fees and things. But I like you look at what you will get. Take a trade with a trial with Benzinga. Take a trial with Trade Ideas. Take a trial with whichever screener or scanner platform that you think that you like, and just decide which one you like the best. Whole real-time platform. That's what Benzinga, absolutely. That's why I go for it. Trade Ideas is exactly the same in real time. The thing is with Finviz, it's delayed data, and you can subscribe to Finviz and you'll get real-time data, but it's delayed data. Most of the free ones are delayed data, and that's why they're free. You can get and it's the same with simulators. If you're trading in a simulator, you get the free ones and it's delayed data. So it's not quite. If you're using scanners and you're using a delayed data simulator, it's like having, presque vu. You know what's going to happen ahead of it happening. So it's and that's a worry. You're not going to learn anything doing that. So you really need a real-time scanners, real-time simulator. The only thing missing then is the emotions of having money invested. You can't substitute that. But trading in a simulator, you trade the strategies in the simulator, you get the muscle memory about cutting losses and cutting and letting your profits run and that kind of thing, and then you can put money into it. I mean, I don't mind this pullback here and this consolidation. Being honest with Casa, I mean, it's 70% up on the day. So it's quite extended. Now, the fact that it's coming back down towards the VWAP, it's back down to kind of 650. I don't mind a little period of consolidation here. Let's just see where it goes. It might recover and go back up to kind of 675. But it's kind of held that 650 support level it dipped below it, but it moved back up quickly enough. So it's held that 650 support level, that $half support level. What's a good simulator? Well, I'm trading on DAS Trader Pro, so I would have used I would use DAS Trader as a simulator. If you're going to be trading on interactive brokers, for example, and you're going to be using the platform, Trader Pro or whatever, Trader Elite or whatever it is, then use that as your simulator. Same way, Think or Swim is a good simulator, I think. Whatever you plan on trading on, you can usually use that as a simulator, whether it's Sterling, whether it's DAS, whether it's TC2000. I'm actually trialing TC2000 as we speak, funnily enough. Not quite got my head around it, but I'm trying. DAS. Sleep. Okay, so we're getting a nice consolidation here above 650. To be honest, I think I might be done for the day. It's kind of dying down. I might come back for power hour, so if you're not subscribed, you might miss it. Right now, where am I? I'm right here. Right, you see me? This is my face. What do you mean, where am I? Hey Jack, power hour. Yeah, so power hour is the last hour of the market. So the two most volatile periods of the market is the opening 90 minutes, 60 to 90 minutes, which is the open. They're very imaginative with these. And the last hour of the market, because what tends to happen is you'll get a lot of people waiting for the market to open, and they're all jumping on stock that they're seeing that is moving pre-market or whatever it is, and you get a lot of volatility pre-market. You get a lot of swing traders setting the positions, and you'll get a lot of day traders just looking to ride the momentum. At the end of the day, you'll get reversals. You'll get swing traders looking to close their positions. You'll get short traders looking to cover before the market closes, because they don't want to take the risk into the close. And you'll get a lot of day traders that are looking to ride momentum into the close and take short positions, look for reversals. Maybe there's a stock that's been selling off all day, and then they'll look to trade it long into the close for a little bounce at the bottom end, or they'll look for something that's been really pushing high, and they'll look to short it at the top of the day, because people start taking profits before the close. You get a period of volatility which is called the power hour, because it's the last 60 minutes of the market. That's what the power hour is, Michael. Oh, I'm in Ireland. I'm in Dublin. I'm thinking this might have topped out at 685 like it did in October. I'll keep an eye on that. Don't need to trade anything else. No point giving profits back to the market. We started with 17,500. We're going in over 19,000 tomorrow. Still red on the month, but we had a green week last week, our first green week of the month. And if we have a green week this week, we might get profitable on the month. We might have a green month. How much have I made today? 2,200, 2,280. I don't know if you can see that on the screen right there in the middle, but that's what it says. Realized gains 2,280. That's the trade profit and loss. Of course, that doesn't take into account commissions and charges and transaction fees. But 2,280, that's how much I've made today so far. Like I say, if I come back for Power Hour and there's something worth trading, I might jump on live. But if there's not, then I won't. I'll just do my my trade recap YouTube. Absolutely, but $2,000 a day, that's $10,000 a week. If you extrapolate it, it's $40,000 a month. That's $500,000 a year. $2,000 a day, you'll be a millionaire in 2 years. Not saying that you will, but if you learn to trade the markets, just bear in mind that most people that do trade the markets lose money. Not everybody makes money. My performance is not typical performance. 85% of people that put money into the markets lose the money long term. They're never profitable. It's 4 p.m. So 85%, according to if you look at eToro, for example, everybody on their platform, which is trading every instrument on their platform, 80% of the people never make money. They lose, on average, they lose 36% of their equity every year. So, and the reasons, there's many reasons for that, but the main reasons are three. So the first reason, and is the biggest reason, is that most people that get into the markets, get into trading, approach it with a gambling mindset. You approach it with a gambling mindset, you lose money. End of. Go to the you want a gambling mindset, go to the casino. You've probably got better chance at winning at blackjack. The markets will humble you. Okay, so that's the first reason. The second reason is that they don't have a tried and tested profitable strategy to work to. There's no mentor working with them. There's no tried and tested strategy that they know. And that was me. Okay, I didn't have a tried and tested strategy when I first got into the markets, and that's why I lost money. Because I was trying all that kind of different things, trying to work it out, and I had to study and had to, the money that I lost in the first instance, that was my tuition fee. I had to study and learn strategies and learn how to trade the markets, learn to spot the patterns, learn how to get an edge on the market. So that was me, and that's why I lost money in the first instance. I've now got a strategy and I'm now teaching that strategy to other people, and it's a tried and tested, proven, profitable strategy. And the third reason is discipline. People just do not have the discipline. So if you've got this tried and tested strategy and you don't have the discipline to execute against it, you don't have the discipline to cut your losses, you're going to lose money. And that is one of the biggest problems, is the emotional element. It's not so much, yeah, I've got a strategy, I'm going to cut it, but then you think you're going to second guess your strategy. You're going to start second guessing the market. And being ill-disciplined around your strategy means that you end up losing money. It's so easy to get into a trade for the right reasons and your entry points being on point, and then it goes against you. So what do? Instead of cutting, you add to your position, thinking it's going to turn around, and your profit targets doesn't have to be as high. And then you add to your position again when it continues to sell off. And before you know it, you've dug a big hole and you've blown up your account. And that happens a lot to beginner traders. It happens a huge amount to beginner traders. Inspired for success? Yes, I do actually. And it's a very, very affordable one. So Gary Barlow asking, just check out the link tree. Check out the link tree. You check out the link tree. The first link on the link tree is my course that I put together, and there's also a section on swing trading in there now as well. But you'll need to go through the day trading course. But like I say, not everybody can make $2,000 in a day. And I started last Monday, just to put this into context, guys. And I'm going to do this warts and all, okay? So I'm going to make it sound rosy and glossy and glamorous for you. So last Monday, I came to my desk and I had $4,200 in my account. This Monday, we're closing right now with over $19,000 in my account. So basically, after 5 trading days, I've taken a $4,000 account and made it into a $19,000 account. So that's a 400% gain in 5 trading days. That's the spin that I could put on it. But now I'm going to tell you the truth. On the 1st of April, I had $29,000 in my account. So I had $29,000 in my account on the 1st of April. It's now the 18th of April, and I've got $19,000 in my account. So I'm $10,000 down on the month. That's the truth. Okay, that's the reality. So even profitable traders, I consider myself a good trader, a profitable trader. We lose money. Everybody loses. And that's something that you've got to get used to. You've got to get used to the fact that some days are going to be red days. And it's how you react to that. Some days are going to be green days. Okay? And you've got to be able to, and that's why I show my losing days and my losing trades as well as my winning days and my winning trades. Because if I came on here and gave it the spin like I did just then to start off with, I've taken $4,000 last Monday and I'm now at $19,000 on my equity. You too could do that, go and buy the course. That's not how it works. Okay? You've got to understand that discipline is absolutely 100% key to being successful. If you don't have the discipline, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to be profitable. Most people lose money. Don't put money into the markets that you're not prepared to lose. Okay. Going back to the chat. My course for $150. Is it $150 each month? Yes, it's $150 each month. It doesn't mean you have to continue with the course for more than 1 month. You can get all the information you can learn in a month. Personally, my own belief is that if you want a mentor as part of that course, and you get mentorship, as you've got the private Discord. I'm engaging with everybody that's on the course on pretty much on a daily basis. You've got questions. You can get that mentorship from me as well, whether it's in a collective or on a one-to-one basis. To become profitable and trade the strategies that are taught on the course, you can learn all of that in a couple of days. There's about 17, 18 hours of lecture material for the day trading content. Okay, there's for the swing trade content, there's another 4 hours of lecture material on swing trading as well. So together, the course is about over 20 hours of lecture material and learning material. But to digest that in a single month, yes, you can do it. You can learn it. You can make notes, you can print off or do whatever it is you want to do. If you're not happy with that, then don't continue for the next month. Realistically, I would say it's probably going to take you at least 3 months to practice those strategies. So $150 a month is affordable. It's probably going to be $450, maybe even more than that, depending on your aptitude for learning. If you keep the subscription. Now, if you go for a longer period, it's going to cost less. And I've done that specifically. I've priced it for less. But I'm not, someone asked me, why am I giving it for free? Well, this weekend, instead of eating chocolate eggs, granted I watched the football, but instead of eating chocolate eggs, I was putting together the content for this swing trading course, and just recording it alone was over 5 hours in my own time. So well, you have to mention the losses, Leonard, because they are part of day trading. If this is something that you've got to be conscious of. If you're going to get into the markets, you're going to get into a trading, and you're thinking of doing it either as a hobby or as a side hustle or even as a full-time income, you've got to understand that you're going to lose money as well. You're not going to be right 100% of the time. I have got a really good accuracy because I'm able to take trades because I recognize the setups and I'm able to be disciplined with the setups and the confirmation that I'm looking for. But as a beginner trader, the likelihood is your accuracy on trade selection is probably going to be 50-50. You're going to lose as many as you're going to win. So then risk management becomes even more important. Emotionally, if you're not feeling great emotionally, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling, like I came in a couple of weeks ago, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was after the Carabao Cup final. I watched Liverpool winning the Football Cup final, and I came in that was on the Sunday, and I came on the Monday hungover, and I lost $31,000. I was trading hungover, so absolutely. It's you need to be conscious of the fact that emotionally you need to be at the right place. What advice would I give someone who is still learning how to trade? My first piece of advice, and I always say, is don't do it. There are other ways to make money with less risk. However, that piece of advice never gets taken, because people see this as, and it is a way to untap good earnings, and I mean good earnings. If you become a good day trader, you're going to make more money than you can spend. That's simple, okay? But having said that, the advice for a newbie trader, a beginner trader, is practice. Practice in a simulator first. Don't put money into trading until you can prove yourself consistently profitable in a simulator first. Don't risk your money. I would have saved myself a lot of money if I'd done that. Okay? Learn a strategy that's proven to be profitable. That's the second bit. But learn it in a simulator. Practice it in a simulator. Muscle memory. Get used to the entries, the exits. Get used to the technical analysis and spotting the patterns and the breakouts, etc. And then when you do put money in, when you do move from a simulator to a live account, Kingsley, trade small to start off with, because the emotional element of having real money on the line, you can't substitute that in a simulator. That's the one thing that you can't practice for, you can't prepare yourself for. So you start small. Maybe start with $1,000 in your account, $500, $1,000 in your account. And you start your targets are small. So you might look for maybe a $20 gain on the day, a $50 gain on the day. So if you start with $1,000, 5% of $1,000 is $50. So you might say, okay, a $1,000 account, I just want to make $50 a day. And if you can consistently make $50 4 out of 5 days a week, then you can scale up. And you can actually add another bit, add some more to the account, or you can just grow your account slowly and then scale up organically from that point of view, move up from $50 goal to 75 to 100. Before you know it, creating the right methodologies, getting the right mindset, you end up when you're doing $200 a day, $250 a day. $200 a day is better than the average household income in the USA. Just saying. If you can do $200 a day, the average household income doesn't earn that much. The average household income in the US is $52,000. The average household income in the UK is £32,000. So when you work it out, $200 a day is even more than the average income in household income in the UK. Would I say lack of capital is a factor in not growing trade accounts? No. What I would say is that unrealistic expectations is a factor in not growing trade accounts. So the reason, there's two parts to that. So you're partly right, because if you're trading in with a broker that charges commissions, and you've got a small account, you've got to make big wins every day. And the thing with that is, if you're making big gains, you expect to make big gains. So a small account, it's difficult to make big gains. If you've got $1,000 in an account, you're not going to be looking for 10% gains every day. a 10% gain of a $1,000 account is $100. And a lot of people are saying, well, it's not worth my while trading for $100 a day. I can make more on a building site. And yeah, go on get yourself down to the building site. It's a sustainable, income. You're not going to lose money by hodling bricks, So problem is, people will risk more than they can afford to risk in small accounts. Now, when I did the small account challenge in February, when I took $5,000 and made it into $79,000, I was deliberately being aggressive. I had to be aggressive to do that. Last week, when I lost money the week before, I was contemplating, I'm just going to bang another 30k into the account and top the account up and then start making the 5k gains again. And I put it out to the chat. They said, no, it's realistic for us to see you growing a small account, and that's fine. It's if it helps you guys, for me to trade a smaller account, then I'm happy to do that. Normally, I would trade an account at the beginning of the month. I would trade an account $30,000, and I'd make gains on that, and then withdraw the gains, and I'd start the next month $30,000. That's what I normally do. Because there are economies of scale. You can't, when you're trading low cap stocks like this, there are economies of scale, and economies of scale don't work, should I say. If you've got a huge position if you're taking 50,000 shares on a 2 million share float, you're going to have to start signing paperwork and stuff, because you're taking a huge shareholding in the company. So, and you're going to have to take those big sizes to continue to make big gains. So if you've got a bigger account, trading small cap stocks just isn't the right thing to do on a daily basis. You can swing trade them and look for bigger gains, but it's just not the right thing to do. So that's why I take my profits on a monthly basis, and then I'll reinvest it and put it into other areas, put it into crypto, put it into my long-term portfolio, put it into ETFs and bonds and stuff. I don't have any real estate other than what my ex-wife and kids are living in. Absolutely, the majority of people, I wouldn't say they have a delusional mindset, because it's a delusional mindset if it's not possible. It is possible, but they think it's possible for them. And trading is like any other job. What I see, I just made $2,000 on a $17,000 account today. So it's probably, what's that, about 12%? And 12% is not difficult for me to make on a relatively small account. But people will come they'll see me doing it and streaming it live, and they'll come and think, oh, that's easy to do. It's a skill set like any other job. It's a skill set like any other profession. You wouldn't go into the dentist and watch a guy drilling holes in his patient's tooth and say, oh, give me a Black & Decker, I can do that myself. It looks easy. You wouldn't do that. It's a skill that needs time to learn and acquire the knowledge to be able to do that. So why would you think trading on the markets is any different? It's a skill set that you need to learn, and it's a skill set that you need to hone. It's like going to the gym and building muscles. You can't just go to the gym and lift and bench press 200 pounds. If you're a scrawny 8-stone weakling, you're not going to go to the gym and bench press 200 pounds. Can you bench press 200 pounds eventually if you practice and to put the reps in and build up to that? Absolutely. And there are lots of 8-stone weaklings that are now 200-pound bench presses that have been doing that, and it's just practice and building up those muscles. This is no different. So can you come in and earn $2,000-$3,000 a day? Yeah, of course you can, but you're not going to do it overnight. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not something that you can learn overnight. It takes practice, it takes time, and if you come in with that gambling mindset that you're going to be a multimillionaire driving Lamborghinis and drinking champagne on a yacht. I want to break it down to you. That's the 1%. The majority of people don't get that. It's not a realistic expectation. And of course, you've got tax implications as well. So you earn $1 million, the taxman's going to come along and take at least 350, 400,000 of that away from you. So if you're not careful. So Rodriguez, graphs are baseless. Do research. Okay. Nice. Thanks for your input. Come back when you know something. Well, there you go, Finsky. Taxman always wants his side of bacon, fortunately. Now, there are ways you can minimize it. There are ways you can reduce it. You can't avoid tax, but you can reduce it. Yeah, I felt the same way because my previous job, I was vice president of a global software company, and I had a healthy 6-figure salary, and as a result of that, I was paying 6 figures in tax every year as well, and yeah, horrible. So I don't pay as much tax now, but I still have to pay it. But I'm earning more than I was in my salary job. Ouch. So you're left holding the bag there, Finn. Ouch. Sorry to hear that. That's nasty. But you can actually, if the company didn't do their job properly and you're expecting them to, I don't know where you're based. I know in the US that you are liable for your own taxes. But in the UK, if the company's not paid your taxes, then you've got recourse for that. Because if you're a PAYE employee, then you've got recourse for that. You can work out a deal to pay that back, but you can actually go to the company and have them address that. You can even sue them if you will. Rodriguez, well done. Everybody that's not a millionaire says they're going to be a millionaire in no time. Like Del Boy from Only Fools and Horses. This time next year, we'll be millionaires. Where am I based? Ireland. Although I'm seriously considering relocating because I'm getting screwed over here. Bitcoin is the way forward. Hello, here we go. If you say so, Rodriguez. Thanks for your input. Thanks for the engagement. I'm not saying Bitcoin isn't a great investment. It is. I believe it is. But dismissing all other instruments is just naivety. So that says that's calling out to me that you're probably 17 or something, Rodriguez, with that kind of attitude. But you enjoy yourself, buddy. You go and sink all your eggs into that crypto basket. So 675 important level, not as important as 685, but 675 is an important level. Okay, I'll hold on for 9 more minutes. I think I've made my gains for the day. I think. Not sure if the market's going to give me much more. In a lot of sideways movement. And this dog that's snoring will probably want to go for her afternoon walk or evening walk. I'm not trading Forex. I was trading, I'm just about to wrap up the stream actually, Amazon. But I was trading stocks. So I trade stocks every single day. I do swing trade as well. I do swing trade as well. I've got a portfolio. I've got crypto. I'm holding 4 different coins. I'm dollar cost averaging with 4 different coins, and I'm holding crypto. I'm holding a few stocks. I've got a portfolio of a few stocks. I'm invested in some ETFs as well, which are tracking the markets. I'm not holding it, as I say. I've only got the one house which the family lives in, so I'm not really invested in real estate. But I will be investing in real estate. I just want to do it somewhere where I can actively manage it myself. Am I well off? That's all relative. All relative. But I earn more than the average householder. Let's just say that much. What cryptos am I holding? I'm holding Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm holding Cardano and I'm holding XRP. I'm not trading commodities. I was just trading stocks. I made money on Tesla, but I also lost money on Tesla. So I tried options trading Tesla. I bought puts when it was really high. I think it was about $900 a share, and I bought puts last year with Tesla. And I thought it's way too extended. It's way overpriced. People are going to cotton on, and I tried buying puts on it, and I think I bought about 10 contracts or something or whatever, and every contract expired worthless. It just continued to rise. So what do I know about Tesla? If I buy options on Tesla, they always go the opposite direction. But the biggest disappointment for me on my crypto holdings, Bitcoin and Ethereum, I'm profitable on those. Ethereum especially, because I've been holding Ethereum since 2016. But Bitcoin and Ethereum, I'm profitable on those. XRP, I'm a little above break even. I am slightly profitable, but I'm actually in the red on Cardano. I loaded up last year on Cardano, and it's my average buy with Cardano is about $1.12. I think it is just under $1.12, and so I'm significantly down on Cardano at the moment. When it was up at 120s a couple of weeks ago, I was happy because all of my coins were in the green at that stage. Next live, I'm live every day before the market. I'm at least an hour before the market, sometimes 2. So subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my YouTube. You'll get notified when I'm going live. But I'll be live tomorrow, an hour before market opens. An hour and a half before market opens, actually. So in my profile, I've got I always schedule my lives ahead of time. So you can go into my profile and register for the live for tomorrow, and it'll let you know if I do it early or if when I go live. Where do I see the Bitcoin price in the next halving? Well, I see Bitcoin going up to this year. I've been saying we'll get a 6-figure Bitcoin. I'm running out of time, but I still believe we'll get a 6-figure Bitcoin. If we don't get a 6-figure Bitcoin this year, it will be Q1 next year. That's for me. That's my belief. It's not a stock pick. It's not a financial advice. It's just my opinion. When you think about how many people, just think about the US, which is more financially literate than most of the world when it comes to the stock market and investing, and they have to be because they're kind of thrown in the deep end and have to manage their own money, taxes, and everything else. Less than 40% of US adults are holding crypto, are invested in crypto. Less than 40%. So what happens when they do? And then we start moving that out, and because you can buy fractional shares of a coin, it's become more available. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy a fractional investment in a Bitcoin. It's becoming more accessible to more people. You're getting platforms now like eToro and the likes, which are free commissions. They're not great for day trading, but if you just want to get your foot on the ladder of investing, it's great to start off with, something like that. So absolutely, do I believe in crypto? 100% of crypto as an investment. I don't believe in putting all of your money in crypto. I think you're limiting yourself if you do. and I think it's a good hedge to have. Well, the demand for Bitcoin, if the demand for Bitcoin increases, then it's just going to spread to the altcoins. People who won't be able to buy Bitcoin because it's like $150,000 a coin, people will just go to the altcoins and buying, you know, Doge to the moon or whatever, you know. I'm not a big fan of the dog coins, but if there was a Chow Chow coin, I'd buy it. I mean, crypto, I'm a big fan of crypto. I'm very bullish on crypto. So we've now got, if I'm gonna zoom out on this, see where it's taking us. Oh. Even broke below that trend line. So we had this trend line here from the highs, acted as resistance, then when it broke above it, it acted as support. Now it's breaking below it again. A rare line in there. See what happens. Come in. Right. This little trend line I've drawn here is going to be, now looking at it's going to be resistance. So it's broken below it. Got a significant levels. It broke below 650. So this looks like it's dead. It's dead now. We had this pump, but even so, there was no real, maybe a flat top. Now we've not even a flat top there because we've got this little fake out here. So I'm just kind of thinking, where would we have got in here? Where's the clean entry there? This pop here. But it really wasn't one. Oh, yeah. I think this might be done for the day. Okay, so 4:30 here. Just what are the better day trading brokers for Europe, in your opinion? Interactive Brokers is probably one of the best, if not the best. If you don't mind offshore brokers, there's quite a few. But EU-based interactive brokers, so they're based out of Cyprus in the EU, I think it is. They're regulated in Cyprus. So yeah, I trade with interactive brokers. I've got the majority of my accounts are with interactive brokers. So I've got my retirement account with interactive brokers. I've got a couple of cash accounts with interactive brokers. I've got a margin account with interactive brokers. But capital markets, I just got two margin accounts. Lucky block coons or coins. The best place to buy crypto is on the crypto exchange. It's not the best. You can buy it on eToro, but the likelihood is you're getting a CFD. You're not actually owning the instrument. Double check that, because sometimes they say you're actually buying the instrument or when you purchase it. But in eToro, it's a good starter platform just to get your foot into investing and learn about investing. It's not great for trading, whether that be crypto, whether that be futures, whether that be, and that's one of the advantages that you have with eToro. It's a subset. They don't carry all the instruments, but it's a subset where you can get a little bit of everything and get a taste for everything and learn how to trade. But day trading, absolutely no go. For crypto, if you want to be serious about crypto, get a Coinbase account. Get a Pancake Swap account. I also use BitGet. There are a number of different. Binance is a good exchange, a good platform. So use one of those specific coin exchanges, the dedicated coin exchanges, as opposed to a generic platform like eToro. That's what I would say. Okay. That. Oh, you Matt. So, as I say, I'll repeat what I was just saying. eToro's a good starter investment platform. What I mean by that, it's got a little bit of everything in terms of markets. It's got a little bit of, you can do futures, you can do commodities, you can do equities, you can do crypto. It's good for that. It's a good starter platform, but it's not good for day trading. And I would say it's not particularly good for long-term investing either. It's good just to get an understanding of and learn how to invest. However, if you're going to be talking about crypto, Coinbase is the number one. Coinbase is the number one platform. It doesn't carry all the coins, so you would, use something like Binance, PancakeSwap. BitGet I use BitGet a lot as well. So have at least 2 or 3 different, have accounts with at least 2 or 3 different coin exchanges. The reason I'm saying that is because the coin exchanges themselves, the very nature of crypto is when you're going to get those 1000x moves, it's going to be on a lesser known crypto that won't be on Coinbase. XRP isn't even on Coinbase right now. So the lesser known cryptos where you get the big gains are going to be on the more obscure exchanges. So something like PancakeSwap, for example, if you've got an account with PancakeSwap, you're more likely to be able to, stake one of your other cryptos to buy a more obscure thing. And again, Revolut Plus account, you might be simple, but you're limited on the instruments that you can trade. So have a look on Revolut. Can you trade Casa, for example? The likelihood is you probably can't. You're limited on what you can trade, and the entries and exits. You're only ever going to get a market order. You're never going to get a limit order, and your executions is poor. So Revolut is very similar to eToro. It's a starter platform for newbie investors, I would say. If you've got an IG, behave yourself. I can only comment with authority on Interactive Brokers and Capital Markets, because those are the 2 that I day trade actively. So T212, the problem with T12, I've heard good things about T212, but the problem with them is you've got this waiting list. I don't think they're accepting new applicants either. There's high demand with T212, so I've never actually traded with them. I don't even know what the platform's like, Yeah, but it doesn't. It only carries the subset there, Alpuno. Your Revolut Plus. It's only got a small section of instruments. I'm not sure if it has XRP, does it? Double check. I'll have to have a look at my Revolut account. But yeah. Anyway, we're at past. That was my dog making me known that it's walk time. So I'm going to take her for a walk, a little bit of shopping, whatever, and I'll end the stream. So thanks for joining me. I'll be back at it again an hour before the market opens tomorrow. Well, 90 minutes before the market opens tomorrow. So 1 p.m. Dublin, London time. It'll be 8 a.m. market time. So check out the links in the link tree, and I'll see you all again tomorrow, guys.